you know, the rest of the saying. I
Mm-hmm.
was not going to bend.
Mm-hmm.
I worked hard. I'm very proud of the things I've done.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked to have been a little bit more of a success at what I do, but nobody held me back but me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm strong,
Okay.
but I don't think I ever really challenged myself. I never really, really had a hard time with performing
Okay.
once my foot was in the door.
Okay. Now, do you find that there's competition with what you do as Liza in Philly? Because I think Craig lives in Philly.
Craig. I don't know where Phil Craig lives. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's back
Okay.
in Vegas, but oh, Phil and I are great friends. I would give up the stage
He's
for
a
him.
nice guy. When I was trying to do Diana Ross, he helped me out.
Wonderful.
I didn't look a thing like Diana Ross, but he was trying to help me do the makeup. It
He
was.
is incredible, and if I were booked with him, I would never go up against him. I'm secure about all and confident of all my characters, including
Mhm.
Liza. But Phil Craig is Liza Minelli, so I would walk aside. I would do Judy or somebody. So
Mhm.
yeah.
So
Um,
when you got the acknowledgement that you were going to actually be in Connie Francis' book, I just want to go back to that for 1 minute. Um, did she sign your book or did she send you a copy of it?
no, I
No.
bought my copy.
Oh, you bought your
And
copy.
I could have it signed. I forgot to bring it
Mhm.
when I saw her in Wildwood. I was just like
Mhm.
so nervous. I still get thummy and tongue when I meet Connie, and I've known her personally since like '91,
Mhm.
and I still around her. I'm just in awe of the woman. So it's tongue, Miss
Oh.
Francis.
Now, you said that you were acting in an off-Broadway. Um,
No, no,
um,
no, no. I was off Broadway as Connie Francis in the show. I acted in an underground soap opera that was filmed here in Philadelphia called Maple Peach, USA. And I
okay.
played a character that escaped from a mental institution.
I, I'm not. I'm not gonna laugh, girl. That was very funny the way you said it.
Well, the reason
And
why I got the part is because I could laugh like Woody Woodpecker.
oh,
And yeah, well, there was no interview. They just said you got the part, and that was it. And the basis of the story was I found that I was adopted and I was rich, and I shot my grandmother. They put me
mhm,
in an institution, and the opening scene was me in a straitjacket. It was
mhm.
filmed up in uh, West Philly
Okay.
at a friend's house. And cameras came in after I beat the doctor over the head and drove off to escape. We filmed at Lancome Hospital.
Okay.
And I was in a short baby doll nightgown with pink scuffies, and I had a
Oh.
wig and a fall, and the wig blew off with the wind and hit a tree. But the opening scene is, you know, they film it out of course, out of context. And, you know, they film me in the straitjacket and with a gag in my mouth. And I didn't see it when they showed it, but few people said
Mhm.
they hit the floor. They were laughing so hard when they saw the gag in my mouth in the straitjacket.
Now, when you were, what the business that we do is up and down all the
Yeah.
time. Now, I'm sure you have heard. I'm I, I'm trying to get an interview with Frank Marino.
Ah,
I'm trying to. Now, what do you think has happened to places like Divas and Evening at La Cage, the Jewel Box Review, these shows that were very prevalent for celebrity impersonators and professional ones that got paid top dollar. What do you think has happened since this business has sort of, even though it's still there, it's not as much in the mainstream as you think it should have? Because celebrity impersonation should have evolved into something much bigger because we've been working at it for
absolutely.
so hard for so long.
Absolutely. Well, we're all closed down. I'm out of work too because of the quarantine with the coronavirus. I've
Mm-hmm.
never been to Vegas to see these shows as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was in Vegas as a child. I don't remember, but I don't really know. I know Frank Marino is a wonderful person. We have spoke uh, on Facebook Messenger. He's a wonderful guy. Other than
Mm-hmm.
that, I don't know anything else. But I do agree with you. We should be more mainstream. It should be advertised. You know, Frank Marino or in Vegas, come see as much as Celine Dion or Cher or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I shouldn't put Cher; she's a goddess. But you know, we have paved a lot of roads for a lot of people, and people
Mm-hmm.
do. You know, when you're good at what you do, you should get acknowledgement for it. Absolutely.
Well, you know, I had a young queen in Your Cameraman is Shaking.
Mm.
Um,
So
I
hot.
had I had a young queen explain to me that she thinks that celebrity impersonation is dying. And I explained to her, I don't think so. Because I explained to her, as long as older people love the divas and play their music, and as long as the young children who are rapping and doing whatever else sample their music,
Mhm.
we will always be working because
Right.
people can relate to that. Now,
So,
I find today that the young children don't impersonate the stars that they admire. They just prance around in multicolored, you know, in these multicolored wigs and these
mhm,
things that, for me, a lot of the drag doesn't make sense.
mhm,
Celebrity impersonation makes sense. What do you
mhm.
think about the children in your community that are probably getting top billing over you?
Well, I'm not bitter about it. I had my day when I was their age. You know, it's their
Mhm.
turn. Um, I work with a very talented entertainer, um, Kelly Couture, and she'll wear different color wigs, but she came out as Gwen Stefani and she nailed her. She looked just
Mhm.
like, I mean, she looked just like Gwen. It was fabulous. So a lot of the new kids are able to pull it off. And the ones that don't want to do a specific diva and just want to be them, more power to them. Because, you know,
Mhm.
like I said, I had my day when I was 20 and 21 and when I started. So I'm happy for them. I enjoy doing what I'm doing and they enjoy
Mhm.
what they do.
So, do you think, because I've been watching certain places like Hamburger Mary's, they're
Okay.
doing very well, which to me is just a little bit of an upscale of a lacage, but the basic same format.
Hmm.
Same thing with lips, but it just featuring more of the trans community in a diverse kind of a way. Now, what do you think the impersonators like us, the older ones that are still around that can still do it, where do you think we fit in? What do you think we should do to get back on, get our headlines back? What do you think we should do?
Keep on doing what we do. I like to keep it real. Um, Hopefully, I'm respected by my younger drag nieces.
Mm-hmm.
I don't walk in with a diva attitude. When I walk in, there's no challenging each other for dominancy. When I come in, I'm a guest. I'm just like this. I
Mm-hmm.
can't speak for every other diva in my generation, but as for me, I think I'm where I am. I've
Mm-hmm.
fought all my life, and I'm going to probably continue till I retire. That's just
Okay.
the way it is.
Okay. What advice would you give the young children today about what we do and what we have done?
The girls already in the business or girls that want to start in the business?
The young up and coming ones that are trying to make their way, even some of the ones that are just their first time now, either dressing in drag or trying to be female impersonators in a way, you know, understand what I mean?
Right. Well, I don't offer advice because I don't like taking advice. What I do is if they come to me, then I'll probably do what, you know, Phil Craig did to you, tweak, do a little this, soften this up,
Mm-hmm.
you know, if they ask for my advice, because some of the new girls already have it together and they don't want to hear from me.
Okay.
I make advice from them to do eyes and everything. A lot of them are really like gorgeous with their eye makeup. And there's some divas too who put on a wig for the first time and then they'll just stroll into a dressing room. And then I'll have to be like, you know, and say, all right, honey, calm down now. We're all in this together to entertain. It's all fun. You're among friends. So
let's just say you're in the room and you're the oldest one in the room.
It happens.
A lot of us have been, a lot of times, being the older one in the room. How do you think the young children respect us in any sense?
Some of them do, and some of them don't. Now that you bring this up, of course, you know, I did a show. I'm not going to say where with whom, but the queen was very. I don't know how to say it. She was being disrespectful. And my husband, who's working the camera, also noticed it. And it was just, she's being like a little catty. And I'm a professional, okay? I'm a secure gay man that performs as a woman. And I'm secure as an entertainer. So that comes off very insecure to me. So I'll ignore it because I'm there to entertain, make my coins, and then, you know, leave. And she was just being a little snippy and I finally just, I don't remember what I said, but I just said, like, in a nice way, you know, girl, it's okay. We're all in here. We're all going to perform and do a great job. It may not have been in those kind of words, and it wasn't anything, you know, forceful or director. And just very nicely, like, you know, it's okay, girl. You know, I'm old, but I'm not old, you know.
Now, in your community, have you found that you are working more or less?
Well, with getting hired in Atlantic City, I'm actually working more. It's really nice. You know? I hope to continue after this, you know, pandemic is over with, because I enjoyed working. I do enjoy working. I do.
Well, you know, I see that they're trying to get things back going in Atlantic City. I know that the boardwalk was closed for a long time.
Casinos too are closed, yeah.
So hopefully they'll get that back going. Now, what are you doing now, like, to prepare to go back to work? What's actually happening now?
I chained the refrigerator locked. Now it's chained cold. I'm on a strict diet to slim down, thinner than I was before, so I can do my high kicks and twirls as Liza without needing oxygen afterwards.
You know, I don't know what it is about you. I say this to a lot of the performers, but I am just drawn to people that are naturally talented and that just naturally have that thing